Very good evening friends, and in this video we are going to add some more features to the stuff which we have already created. So in the previous video you saw that we have created a menu bar which goes like this. It has one link called home, one is about page, and another one we created is mathematics. Right now I'm interested in adding some more important features to this home stuff. Just like you might have seen, there are certain websites which have the grid like structures on them. So to add those grid like features with a card into them, and just like some images, some paragraph text, and some button into it. So if you just want to do that, then we are going to design the same thing. So here what we see that right now, first we have to use the bootstrap CSS link. So I have copied this link from the bootstrap 5 website, and this I have added here. It goes like this. Is just a normal CSS only. So link href, and then this is bootstrap.min.css. this is bootstrap 5. And here in this division tag I have added a class called container fluid. If I go to the web browser, this is how it looks. Suppose if I change this container fluid only as the container, then its width is shortened a little. Now here you see it provides margin, some left side margin and some right side margin. So if you want this way you can continue, there is no problem with that, but I think that our page should fill the screen, so I'll go with container fluid. Now there is the ID app, which is the normal ID, and there you have to, this is the bootstrap app.view link. So this is how the bootstrap view app. So there, this is view app. Like when you create a view app, you have to provide this ID app, and there inside this container you write, and then all the codes of the view app will be featured there. So now here I want to create one component, and then I want to add this component here. So I go to the component folder and create one component called mygrid.vue. Inside this VUE I'll use vbase snippet and vbase CSS, and here this one I have got. So since I am following the bootstrap 5 grid structure, so there I'll create a class row. So the class name is row, and inside this I will create 3 columns of the equal width. So I create my division with the class call XL for the extra large screen having the width more than 1200 pixel, and then I provide 4 because the whole maximum column is 12. So if I provide 12, then I'll get only 1 column. So if I make 4 each, so I'll get 3 columns, and there I write this, and then simply I copy this whole thing 2 more times, paste it, and there I write this is left box, and there I write this as right box. Sorry, this one should be right. This is my center, or I can write middle box, and save it. I go to the home.view, and there I'll import this. So import my grid from components, and then my grid.vue, and then inside this component section you add, because you have inside the home we are using two components, one is welcome and another one is migrate. So this is kind of registering the components here, so migrate, and then you can use this migrate as this HTML tag, the way a welcome tag is created. But since the welcome is only one word, you get the normal tag like welcome. But migrate, this is camel case representation where M is capital and the grid's G is capital, so this looks like a two words are joined together. So if I write the tag, then there you will see that it says my dash grid, because it takes it as combination of two words. So this is how. Now I save this, refresh the browser, and so refresh it, and you will see that this left, right, now you see this is left, middle and right. Okay, now I want to continue with my grid.view, and there I want to create one image. So how to add image? Now I have one image in the website here in home.view, there you see img, and this is the ml.jpg. It is inside the folder assets. I have created one folder images inside the assets folder. So here it is, you can see this is src, and inside this src you have asset, and inside the asset I have created one folder called images, and inside the images I have three images. One is nda.jpg, ml.jpg, this I am using ml.jpg. Now I can use this math.jpg. So I simply copy this this image feature here from, and just copy it here, go into the my grid, and there you simply paste it. So, and I name this as math.jpg, and then inside this I add one paragraph. So I'll write some random stuff like this: mathematics, since it is about mathematics is a powerful subject, and it helps us to design different technical product. Engineering is baby of mathematics. So only this much is sufficient. Then I provide the closing paragraph tag, and there I create one button, and then there I write read more, button close. Okay, so now I save this and refresh, then there you see this is coming, but this is coming very large image, so I can use my cascaded style CSS to shorten it. But first I would like to copy the whole thing, because right now I have only one image. If I download other images I can use them, but I am right now using only one image, so I am simply copying them and putting them. So it means it will have the three cards having the same width. Now you see three images, three things are there, but the sizes are different, so I use CSS. So inside the very mygrid.view down you see there is a style scoped, and here I use image. So if I style this image, this will be applied to all the images, only particular to the images used in mygrid.vue, because this is scoped, means this is, you can say, the localized cascading style sheet application, and here whatever you write, like that you can use paragraph here, so that feature will not be applied to any other images or paragraph used in some other views, because this is only scoped to this particular view, which is mygrid.vue. So I make the width as 350 pixel, and I just write height as 130 pixel, just a very small stuff. Then I here, now you see this is coming properly in the size. Now here in home.vue, where in index.html, where I am writing container fluid. So suppose if I remove fluid and make it just like a container, so it will be very much same, like, because if it is fluid it has to cover the whole screen. Right now it is not doing that, so I check this fluids. Is it fluids? I think it is just fluid. So let me refresh. Yes, now you see the banner size has increased. So I need to increase my image also little bit. So I go to my grid here and I make it 410 pixel for the width and 180 pixel for height. That will be sufficient. Okay, now I can provide some margin here. So margin 10 pixel from all sides. Will it be good? Let's see. So yes, fine. Okay, now if this is a card and if you want to add some header to it, then you can use your header here. So just here I write H3 header, and there I write mathematics, and then I close my H3. I copy this, Control Z, Control C, copy, and then I paste it in other grids. So here, and one is here. Now save and refresh. You see mathematics is there. Now I change this as everywhere should not be mathematics. I write computer science, and here I can use data science, and there it goes. So this is how you can create grid. Right now we can also use the images from the some other website, because normally when you create Vue application, then you are fetching the images, databases all from different endpoints of APIs, and from there you have to add. So suppose I have my website here, so I go on my very own website and then www.edufreaks.com, and there this is my website. So here I go to about us, and then from the about us, this is, now I copy the image, this copy image address. You can copy the images from the different addresses if you feel like, and I place it here, Control V, and then save and the refresh. Then you will find, now here you see the image is changed, because I'm not using the images stored in the assets image folder. However, I'm just taking from the different URLs. So here also I take this image, copy the image address, and there I just add it in the src here. Now save, refresh, and there you see the images are changed. Now if I want to add some other dynamic features of the images, just like the changing the images by click of a button, then if you want to pass the data from the different section, then you can do using props. So suppose I don't want the header to be placed from here. I want the header will be sent from as props, and then it will be used here. So first you have to go to the my view, and then from where it is, from home.view, it is called like here. Then there I use the props. So first I use as title1 equals, I simply use the same thing, mathematics. So from here, and then I use comma is not required. Title 2 is computer science, and then title 3 I use as data science. Okay, then how to, because see here I am using or calling my grid view just like a normal HTML tag. So these title 1, title 2, title 3 can be treated as the attributes of the HTML tag, and these are achieved with the help of props. Now I go to the my grid.vue, and there I have to fetch the pop. So first let me write name as the name of this component, which is my grid, and there I use props. So if you have one prop, you can use it like a normal variable, but if you have many, then you have to use it as an array. So since I have 3, so I am using this as a 3. Now I have to register them. So the first one's name was title 1, so here it will be treated as the elements. So title 1 comma title 2 comma title 3. This one I name it as title 2, this one I name it as title 3, and there in the header section, if I want to fetch those values, so I have to write this in the double curly bracket called the mass task representation. I'll call it double curly bracket. Mass task representation doesn't look nice, so here I just call it as title 1. So title 1, and there I use title 2. Title 2, and here I use title 3. Title 3, save, refresh, then it's not coming. Why? What mistake I made? Title 1, title 2, title 3, and should I provide comma here? Comma, save, and yeah, comma is not required. So title 1, I think I need to provide some space here. Title Control Z, title, here also title 3, Control S. Yes, now you see the things are coming, computer science, data science, like that. Okay, you can also send the different type of titles from here, but different images also you can set as props, whatever, but it has certain limitations. Better you can go into the data property and you can use here. So after this I create my data property, data. Inside this I write return this. Now I want to use my image here, so I write image is, and then I write the image one. So I'm just applying the same idea here in the first src. So control X, like I cut it from here and then I use it here. Okay, so this image, now I have to use this image, I have to bind this. So I write v bind src, and there in the double quote just use the tag image. So this image which I have defined in the data, like this image, and I have used vbind to link this with image. Now save this, refresh the browser. So it is there, it should be there only. Now here inside the data, in the image, I want to change the image by click of a button. So which one? The first one, this read more. So there I use again v bind click, or I use v dash on click, v dash click method. So if you click on this button, then the image will change directly. So v click, and then it should have a function call. So by the function name is change image, which I haven't created yet. Then where is the function, where should I create? So after this, the two curly brackets are opening here, 1 and 2. So you close here, then you create another section called as methods, and then inside this curly bracket here, yes, here I define my function called as change methods, and there then this property, image property, will be changed like this dot image equal. Now I copy this one, Control C and then Control V, then just provide a double quote here. Okay, now why this is a problem? Curly bracket expected. Okay, yes, so curly bracket was required here. So now I save and then I refresh the browser, so it's fine. Now click on the button. Which button I did? Okay, so change methods, or name only is different. The name of the function is change here, change image. So I should make it as change image. Now save, refresh, and then we click on the button. I think it is not refreshed yet. So if I click on the button, then the image should change. But why it is not changing? Is it because maybe I am using the same image, like here ganga.png, and there is also in the image, both the images are same, that's why the change is not reflecting. So I take this image, Control C, and there when click on the button, then because both the images and are same, that's why it was not reflecting, you cannot notice the change. So now these two images are different. Now I simply refresh this. Now you see, if you click on this button, then now refresh, go to the home page. Now this image is displaced. Now if I click on this button, then the image will change. Now this is how it's happening. Thank you very much. Just subscribe to our channel, and in the next video we will again design something more interesting and beautiful. Have a nice time.